take. Oh, great Scots, Marty! What a crazy adventure! Have a look at the great device, the time travel machine that I've invented. My past self has something very important to tell you people.
Oh man, yes indeed, the future has arrived, 2015. So now we need to ask our gaming guy, what just happened? I'm sure our viewers are like, what just happened? What's going on the show? Can you explain that Back to the Future thing?
Yo, we're celebrating Back to the Future because today is a very important day in that. Back to the Future was a very old movie from the 80s that went to now in the film. So today, this date, at this time, 4:30. So we're celebrating that moment. It was an iconic film that brought in a whole bunch of gadgets and stuff that we would be using today.
Like right now, smartphones, there's FaceTime, there's Skype, and then there's so many other gadgets, like wearable gadgets, you know?
Yeah. So like in the film, obviously a hoverboard was one of the most popular ones. We don't have a lot of those gadgets because I feel that a lot of people just didn't get around to making them. We've got Segways now. But I brought in some of the most insane
gadgets.
This
is really about boosting your energy, your focus, you know, and I know you brought along some cool gadgets. Take us through each gadget you brought along here.
Okay, so it was all about feeling good, right? A lot of people out there studying, cramming in schoolwork, and you do a lot of things that you sacrifice your health for. So I brought in some gadgets that focus on those things, and they're really high-tech and very cool, so let me show you. So right now, this watch over here, there's a whole bunch of devices like it. I've got one on my wrist right now. It's got accelerometers in it. They're not just an ordinary ticking watch. We've taken it to another level. Like the hoverboard used to be a skateboard but could fly. This is the hoverboard of the watch, if you'd like. And the whole idea is that it measures your heart rate. This one here measures your heart rate. It measures your sleeping patterns. It measures your movement that you're having. If you're sitting down and studying for a very long period of time, it will even vibrate to remind you to go take a walk.
Have a break. Oh
yeah, have a bit of a break, because you need that for your mind. You need that for your mental juices to flow. So that's very important.
So now that's a must-have.
I think these are super cool. They're must-haves. I think in the future we're going to find them in clothing, woven into what we've got, and it's all going to connect to our smartphones.
Wow.
Another thing that connects to your smartphone is this wonderful device. It's a blood pressure monitor. You see them when you go to the hospital and the nurse wraps it around your arm. But now, those things, you don't really get them at home. So the whole idea is that you can wrap this around your arm, pump it up, and it will measure your blood pressure and put it on a database on your phone. What that then can do is speak to your doctor, potentially, and your doctor will then be able to pick up different things in your readings and go, hey, listen, we need you to come in next week because we're just a little bit concerned about your readings. How crazy is that?
That is crazy. So a doctor calls you when things are going wrong.
Yeah,
like,
using these things properly.
Oi, my guy, you need to come check me out. There's something wrong with you. Okay, cool.
So this is a really fancy lamp. What it does is it measures your sleep patterns. It also comes with a pad that lies underneath your bed. So when you lie down, when you fall asleep and you lie down, it can measure how well you're sleeping when you're hitting REM, which is the deepest form of sleep. And then what it does, I'm just going to tap it there. It just touches the top.
Let's just dim the lights right now in studio. Dim the lights.
So we're going to go to sleep, right? And you just tap it like this. And it emits this orange light. This is a very important light and it emulates the sun setting as you fall asleep. Because, and this is a fun fact, if you are studying at home, it's bad to look at your phone late at night because it emits a blue light. Blue lights are very bad for when you want to go to sleep.
Oh, wow.
So it's really bad for your brain receptors. So the light here, let's switch it on, let's switch it off. There we go. The light here really emulates the sun setting and gives you a really good deep sleep. And then we'll wake you as the sun rises.
If only this was around when I was in high school. That was the last year when I matriculated, 2014. And now next one.
This thing is super cool. This device is it's a bit of a speaker and a camera at the same time, and a motion detector. So you can keep it up in the house, and when you walk through the house, it'll send you a notification on your phone that there's movement there. So if you want to keep an eye on your kids, or if you want to make sure that everything is all right, that's what it's for.
I don't like this app, this gadget, I mean.
So your mom can watch you while you're studying and make sure you're in the books. Yeah, so, I'm glad this wasn't around when I was studying, because I used to cheat a lot, which is very bad. You shouldn't do that. But the best thing about it is that it also is an air quality measure. So, like, if you're studying in a closed room and you close the windows, you need a lot of oxygen. You need to open up those windows, and this device can then read the oxygen quality in the air and will be able to tell you, hey, listen, you need to sort something out. You need to open up the windows. You need to switch off that air conditioner. You need to get some ventilation going, and that's great for your mind.
Wow, I want to get that one too.
And we also have fancy scales. Remember what I said? The skateboard, the hoverboard is like the skateboard of the future.
Yeah.
This is the scale of the future. Now, this device measures your BMI. So that means that when you stand on the scale, it can measure your fat to muscle ratio, which is really important for fitness. And you know you want to keep your fitness up, and you'll make sure that your body's in the best shape that it can. It's not just an ordinary scale that measures your weight. It's not about how much you weigh. Because you could be a muscle builder, how much you weigh. It's about your
I have
fat
one
to
stupid
muscle
question,
ratio.
but I will not ask. Because you know I'm a big fan of Kim Kardashian. I wonder if it does measure the...
The what?
What? I'll tell you later.
Hectic.